want to introduce you to Qigong. My name is Geoff Lister. I teach the Qigong and Tai Chi classes here at the Integrative Oncology Center. Qi is basically your vital energy. It's what your kids have and you don't. That's not a joke. It's very obvious, As we get older, we notice that we don't have what we used to have, and we wonder where it went. Qi is a way of bringing that back into your lives, but also when you're dealing with cancer, both in its treatment and in recovery, it's a way of bringing vitality back into your life. It's not that far away. It's the most accessible place to feel Qi is in your hands. So if you rub your hands together, because blood and Qi are intimately intertwined, that brings the blood into your hands, but it also stimulates the nerves, and Qi travels through nerve fibers. So then, once you've done that, if you hold your hands facing each other and just feel the inner surface of your hands, as you feel the inner surface, soften the inner surface. So just let your hands relax, become soft, and just soak awareness into the inner surface of your hands. And let your hands float apart and then slowly compress them. Let them float apart and let them slowly compress. We often call this the Qi accordion. Qi naturally pulses. Our bodies naturally pulse. So when you give the energy between your hands a chance to do that, it awakens. It's like you're honoring its genuine nature. Now, if you then compress your hands so that they're about 4 inches apart and do little bicycle pedaling movements centered on your palm centers, and just let your awareness go into your palm centers, you may start to feel just under your skin a warm, tingly sensation. And that's palm Qi. The palms are the easiest place to feel Qi. They're the most powerful single place in the body where Qi goes in and out. Now, if you spiral inwards, making the movements progressively smaller, you may feel that the area where you feel the sensation becomes smaller, and you may be surprised to find that it's stronger. Okay? And once you feel that, then let your hands still, and just see if you can begin to feel that a flow of Qi is connecting the centers of your palms. Now, once you do that, open your armpits. Let them become soft and just very relaxed and open. It's a very interesting feeling, this sense that your armpits are open for the flow of energy. If the armpits are tight, it blocks the flow from your hands into the core of your body. Okay? Now go back again to doing the bicycle pedaling motion, because you want to learn to activate your palms. So you want to become very familiar with this technique and this sensation. So once again, spiral inwards, and then let the flowing of Qi stabilize between your hands. Now let your fingertips face each other, about 1 inch apart, half an inch apart, and then just slightly jiggle your fingertips past each other. Okay? Now, let your awareness go into your fingertips. You may start to feel a slight tingling in your fingertips. That's what you're looking for. It's a little different than what you feel in your palms. Okay? And then once you feel that, let your fingertips stabilize so that they're facing each other. And just feel the energy in the fingertips begin to flow more strongly. Jiggle your fingertips a little to make sure that the joints are soft and open. And once you feel a flow in at least a couple of fingertips, then with your awareness, put your awareness in your middle fingertips. By placing awareness just in your middle fingertips, you may find that what you're feeling in other fingertips diminishes, and what you feel in your middle fingertips gradually strengthens. Once you feel that, then allow your mind to trace back from your fingertips on the inner surface of your palms to that palm center. Keep the tingling in the middle fingertips, but allow it to connect to the palm centers. So you have tingling in both. And then gradually lower your fingers and hands so that your palm centers are over an area about 3 finger widths below the navel. This is where you have an energetic battery inside your bellies. And that battery can improve your health. When we're sick, when we're older, the battery tends to lose its charge. We can recharge our batteries with Qigong. You may not initially feel that warm, tingling sensation deep inside your belly, but it's your birthright. It's something that's available. You don't have to have surgery to implant it. It's not like a pacemaker. It's something that's actually there. It's probably just an energetic field that forms and begins to stabilize over time there. But it's really the energetic center of your whole energetic field that exists around your body, what's often referred to as the aura. So as we practice Qigong, we'll have practices that encourage the strengthening both of the awareness of this center and of its charge. Okay. Now I'd like you to take your hands, put them at your sides, and gradually begin to shift your weight slowly side to side. As you shift into one leg, press down with that hand. As you shift the weight out of one leg, let that hand rise. Qi flows at about the speed of warm molasses. So what starts off feeling like just shifting physical weight can gradually change into a sense of a flowing current that flows back and forth. Beginning to move the energy in the legs is central to experiencing the sensation of qi in the whole body, because energetic flowing in the legs makes it much easier for energy to begin to flow in the upper body. So it's a good place to start your journey into Qigong. Just slowly shifting the weight. And as you do so, gradually see how light can you make one leg. How empty and light can you make one leg. Amazingly, the qi flows up out of the empty leg. So the more empty you can make a leg feel, the stronger the flow will be. You would think that the heavier we can make one leg feel, but it's actually the emptier we can do. Now, when you do leg shifting, you want to protect your knees. The patellar tendons on the front of the knees, the kneecap tendons, are often irritated by holding weight on the knee. But if you activate a connective tissue link across the back of the knee that will relieve that tension in the front of the knee, then you can shift your weight freely without worrying about stressing your knees. So what you want to do is, as you progressively put weight on a knee, you want to feel as if you're blowing up a small ball in the back of the knee. Now, that may seem counterintuitive, but it's the best way to explain how to get a connective tissue link that flows across the back of the knee to activate. But when you do, all of a sudden, there's no pressure on the front of the knee. And it's such a relief to have that. So that's as much as I want to give you to digest this morning. And I hope you find it helpful, and we'll return and go further. But I want you to have a simple introduction to both what she is, how you can feel it and activate it, how you can make it flow, and how it will improve your life. Thank you. Take care.